never thought that I would see a day like this. No news. Y'all knock on some wood though. Normally there will be tons and tons of things to talk about, but when we look into this aspect of the Cowboy Nation, I'm glad in a sense, right? There's no more Dak Prescott talk. There's no more Ezekiel Elliott talk. But there are speculations. A lot of speculation for the nation. As it relates to, should we draft this guy or should we draft that guy? And at the end of the day, any of these players, right, in the first round would actually help this team. Any of them. Think about it. When we're talking about will Kyle Pitts help versus a Patrick Surtain, or will the aspect of drafting an offensive lineman, right? It's just making sure you pick that right choice. And marginally speaking, when you look at probably an offensive lineman, you can say, well, this person you can draft and maybe he will be here for 8 to 10 years, right? And then when you look at it, you can say either I can be solid with a pick, because we know for sure, like the Patrick Surtain, he should be better than what we got out of Reggie Robinson, right? Or he should be better than what we seen out of Jordan Lewis, basically. Or it could be just the same. Who knows? Marginally speaking, basically. Now we can look at the Kyle Pitts and we can go back and forth with ourselves and say, well, we got a Blake Jarwin. But will Kyle Pitts day one be better than a Dalton Schultz? Or will the combination of Blake Jarwin and Kyle Pitts make this thing even more dangerous, right? Will it just put us beyond our minds of thinking as it relates to this offense? Will you be able to make a move or a play down the line with the trade situations with a Michael Gallup? Or would you see more out of a situation of mismatches of a CeeDee Lamb? And in a pinch, we can go back and forward about that too, right? Newsflash, I'm with the belief of keeping all of my players. I'm not trying to trade away Michael Gallup nor kicking CeeDee Lamb on the outside. I want to see the continuity and consistency lining this kid back up inside the slot and making it just crazy for the opposing team. I wanted it to be so crazy that the opposing team is just looking at it like this. Man, we got to play against the Cowboys. Oh, who you going to double team? And there will be off nights, right? There will be a situation where Amari Cooper is not on the right page or the same page. Then you have Lamb to step up. Maybe a situation where you need that 50-50 ball and somebody scraping it out of the sky, and it could be Gallup. There's so many things. And then let's flip it back over to the defensive side of the coin. Well, we know turnovers, takeaways are granted. Now, I'm looking for maybe if you have a sticky cornerback, right? And it causes the quarterback of the opposing team to go through their reads a little bit longer. And if we can create some more pressure, more and more pressure through the interior, man, that can help out, right? All of these things can work out. And see, that's why I love the draft, right? It's so many things that we can look at, we can gravitate upon, and we can say to ourselves, man, oh man, all of these moves, all of these things can work out for the good of this team, right? It flat out can. Now, of course, we can look at it and say to ourselves, all right, Law, were we saying the same things last year? The emergence of drafting CeeDee Lamb, who one can say he's a generational talent then, right? So good that we gave him the number 88, right? And I think we were on pace for doing something special, right? When we look at everything, you guys feel what I'm saying? When last year, of course, the defense was historically bad. And I can paint you a beautiful canvas of the reason why the Cowboys should just draft all defense in this particular draft. But I come here to tell you, I really do want this team to succeed. Nevertheless, we got to be mindful that we got to stay true to our principles. That even rhymes, right? You got to be mindful to stay true to your principles. And the principles of the matter, the Cowboys must stick to their philosophy. Best player available. I know that you really want to go over there and say, man, we really need help in this department. Once again, regardless of what the Cowboys going to do, I believe in the hearts of hearts that they still will draft a guy that will be beneficial to this team. Now, just to put all of this thing together, I have to put this into your mindset, Cowboy Nation. Just hear me out. When the Cowboys drafted Greg Ellis over Randy Goodell Moss, my thing was that was a situation. On one end, we look at it like, hell, this guy is generational, fantastic talent, but he got some screws loose. He got some things that the Cowboys been battling through, been fighting through with Michael, the playmaking, Irvin, and stabbing the guy in the neck with a pair of scissors, with all of the other charges and the nefarious things that was going on, Big D down that time frame. And on the other end, you had a great prospect out of Greg Ellis, who, by the way, didn't have a horrible career with the Dallas Cowboys, averaged anywhere from 8 to 9 sacks. And I would take that right now in a heartbeat, in a cocaine, crack-headed heartbeat right now. I would take those 8 to 9 sacks, right? We can look at that and say, man, on one end, it was a solid. On the other end, it would have been fantastic. I think that, hell, Troy Aikman would have just blew open some more records, right? Emmitt Smith would have been like, yeah, try to load the box now. But we made the bed and we laid in it, and the Cowboys learned from it. We can't go back into the past. I know hindsight is 20/20. But what we can do is correct the things that we're heading into now. If the Cowboys just stay true to their board, stick to their philosophy of BPA, everything else will work its way out. It will flat out work its way out. But it's up to them. And like I said, the news of the day is very, very slow. And either that could be a good thing or that could be a bad thing. And I'm looking at it like this, Cowboy Nation. Maybe they're trying to craft up that contract with KJ. Maybe they're trying to look into this situation of going over line by line in this particular draft and seeing how they can bring that big boy down inside of one tech. Maybe that's what they're doing their homework. I know they are. I know they doing their research, right? They got to be doing their research. So, speaking of research, Cowboy Nation, let me know how you guys feel about everything. Please post me your top five draft picks, whether it be the situation with a Slater, a Sewell, Surtain, Horn, Kyle Pitts. I'm hearing a lot of people, and this is real talk right here. Hearing a lot of people saying Micah Parsons will be the 10th pick. Well, we'll find out, right? We'll find out, Cowboy Nation. My name is Law Nation. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. Be sure to hit that like button. It does something strange to this algorithm and help everything out. And share this content and subscribe if you like. Yeah, subscribe. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Let's go, Cowboy Nation. Let's go. Yeah. good news, good news, good news. It's no news, as they always say. We out. Jim on out.